Happy Wednesday, everyone, as I've got some good news to report to you. Yes, it appears that we're going to be avoiding the government shutdown, which should allow crypto to move more freely and would not allow Gary Gensler to use the need for an extension because the government shutting down to delay the ETF ruling. We're also going to talk about XRP price action, of which I hope you refilled your meds because this thing has been crazy lately. And as soon as I'm done with this video, Trick, I know you're watching. I'm going to hop in the car and I'm going to go to pick up my latest auction winnings. I bid on a silver vintage belt and oh my God, this is going to be the first thing I look at. I'll be sure to share it with y'all when I get back home. Starting it off with the most important person, and that's you, the viewer. Andy Viper Trader Pfeiffer says, I truly thought it'd be common knowledge that any ETF is a security regardless of the underlying asset that represents it. Hopefully this video will clarify things for some folks. Yeah, I talked about the whole debunking of XRP ETF action. Now, this whole ETF thing, it doesn't matter if it's representing a commodity or security. The ETF is always a security. Think about this. Gold and oil are both commodities, correct? Correct. Everyone knows that and everyone agrees with it. Guess what? You have gold ETFs. You've got oil ETFs. Those are both securities. That financial tool, the ETF tool, is always a security, even if it's representing a commodity. You could have an ETF of hot dogs. Hot dogs aren't a security, but you can have an ETF that represents them, which is a security. All right, I got one for you. Let's see if I can stump y'all before we get into the news. I've got 4 spoons in front of me, and these are the engravings on there. The middle one is a diamond with AC. The top one is an eagle with its 2 arms and its head turning sideways. The bottom is a sideways bust of a head, right? Kind of like, think of like a Jefferson type looking vibe here. Who is the maker, and what age range are these pieces from? I will give you a hint. War era. I'm not going to tell you what war though. In the AC, that's not obvious. It's something different. Bitcoin sitting at 36,124. 2013. Sol still holding on. Everyone's crime manipulation. I agree. A lot of us are thinking this has to do with FTX dump action. XRP sitting at 63.7, down 3.8 last 24 hours with XLM at 11.9. Oh, was it frustrating to see these last 24 hours. But what's not frustrating is this. The House approves the spending plan, easing risk of government shutdown. But there is an issue with this, and I want to share it with you. U.S. House lawmakers overcame partisan animosity Tuesday to pass a temporary government funding bill that greatly lowers the risk of shutdown, even as it delays fights over Ukraine aid, border policy, and so forth. Democrats bailed out the newly elected Speaker Mike Johnson, whose plan drew opposition from hardliners in his party because it doesn't want to cut government spending or change border policies. And that's what these things are coming down to. People are very entrenched, and that's why you're not seeing a lot of progress in terms of crypto bills, stablecoin bills, and all that other stuff, because it's like no one's working together, and no one really wants to work on compromise. You've got this side of the aisle here, this side of the aisle here. They don't like each other. The problem I have with this, though, is that, remember, the Republicans control the House, right? They're the ones that could run through all these crypto bills. Even though they control the House, they didn't even have enough votes within their own party to make this happen. They had to garner votes from the Democrats. And that's the bad sign right there. A total of 209 Democrats voted with 127 Republicans in support of the measure, which needed a 2/3 majority pass using an expedited process. 93 Republicans voted against their new leader's plan, along with 2 Democrats. Wow. But it's good news because we're avoiding it. The bad news is the government doesn't seem to want to work with each other. The other bad news is we waited till the last minute to do this. The good news is guess what, everyone? Gary Gensler's Gargamel-looking self can't use the government shutdown to delay an ETF ruling. So tick-tock, Mr. Gensler, because you've got 48 hours and change to start giving us some rulings on those ETFs. And just based on what we've seen here recently, I think some rulings could give us some juicy action. Now, that XRP story regarding the fake ETF filing. I am still seeing comments out there, bro, there's delays, bro, there's lags, bro, they could still file it, bro, you're stupid, bro, they're hiding. No, girlfriend, use Edgar. And in fact, Eric Balchunas, a man who would know something about this, says, guess what? I'm going to share with you an update. Here's the latest on the XRP ETF filing. Our only comment is that this matter has been referred to the Delaware Department of Justice, the spokesperson said. Damn, someone out there is crapping their pants as we speak. Delaware officials have gotten in touch with the state's Department of Justice after a hoax filing for a BlackRocking fund based on the cryptocurrency XRP showed up on an official government website on Monday. We have referred this matter to the Department of Justice. Fake, they used the people's names in there, guys. Someone filed this using the names of the BlackRock execs. That is, you wonder why XRP reeled even worse? Because you know what? The market is like, dude, how do we even know what the hell to believe anymore? Well, I mean, you do if you follow this channel, because we cite our sources, because as always, any article you see in this video, along with all my other ones, will be linked in the description below. So, pump and dump, right? We got it. We got a good candlestick on CPI data, but then that just got smashed by what, everyone? The news of the letdown of the ETF. Now, we did have some panic sell-off yet again, and I'm like, oh my God, make it stop. Like, just stop. The volatility is nuts here. Have any of y'all been shorting XRP lately? Because if you've been shorting it, you have been having to play a very tight window. Very tight window. But what I like is after this move right here, XRP said, look, we're holding above 60, leave us the F alone. We're now sitting at 63.7. We now have at least one approved measure going through the House, thank God. Now, the Senate still has to approve it, okay? Let's just get through that part. Senate still has to approve it, but we got one measure going out. Now, we're looking at XRP price and we're thinking, okay, good CPI data, right? It's very, very good, juicy CPI data, everyone. So we got juicy CPI data, which tells us that financially speaking, right, rates are probably going to be left unchanged, so money should stay as expensive as it is, not get more expensive, which is good. Gensler's decision regarding the ETF action's got to be coming out in the next 48 hours, so stay tuned for that. And we're also looking to see UK and Eurozone inflation numbers coming out as well. Now, can we make more of this move? Yes, we can. But the thing that gets me is when I zoom out, I'm looking at this going, dude, is this just another Torres run-up, dump back down to that 50-cent mark? I mean, these candlesticks are nuts. This is, I get it. Okay, on the Torres pump action, I get it. I get volatility, I get all that. But like what happened yesterday and the day before, ETF fake filing, which we get it. Once people realized it was real, it dropped back down. Stop falling for the FUD. And seriously, if you're watching channels out there that are perpetuating this BS instead of reporting it correctly, I don't even know why you're watching them. Because they're making the market worse. Because every time they raise those expectations of, oh, we got an ETF, oh, XRP 40,000, and they're not met, the market overcorrects itself. You don't want that. But I'm looking right now to think, okay, we didn't get as high as the Torres pump on here, which is fine. We're also retreating quite quickly from the highs. Now, when we're looking at 72 cents on this candlestick here's high, and this one at 74. Like I said, 63. I mean, we're almost down 20% from that high, not more than what, everyone? A couple days ago. Can we hold on to 60? God, would that be nice. Do we got news to make it happen? Yeah, of course we do. Did we avoid some of the biggest messes we were looking for? You bet your butt. Juicy CPI data, avoiding a government shutdown. The only thing better than this is that that belt I'm going to pick up is all silver and not just the buckle. These are some really, really crazy times that we are going through right now. I am happy, though, that they are referring this to the Department of Justice. Because you know what? This crap needs to stop. What about Cointelegraph out there about a month ago reporting about the Bitcoin ETF was approved? And we had over $114 million in money being liquidated on false news. Was anyone in trouble there? What about all these rumors? Ooh, XRP gold. Is anyone getting in trouble with all of this market manipulation? If someone goes out there and proposes a fake article, a fake story, with the intention of driving up the price, that is market manipulation. That is a massive crime. Massive, massive crime. Now, if people out there got liquidated and we find out who posted this thing, is that person now financially responsible for posting false news? Interesting. I want to hear your comments and thoughts down below. Earlier, I showed you a picture of the spoons. War era. Time frame and maker. I know exactly where these are from. The AC that's on the back on that first picture, that's there to throw you off. But let me know in the comments below if you can identify the maker in your range for this. Like I said, my hint is war era. I'm just not going to be telling you what war. What am I doing today? Well, I've got to go pick up some auction goodies as soon as I finish editing this video. I've also got a run, I've got a bike ride, and a lifting session today. Getting ready for my race next week for Thanksgiving, where I plan on kicking my son's and wife's ass. Score one for the old guys. All right, everyone, I'm going to go edit this video. I will catch y'all later.